If you're not an old fart musician like me, you will be soon. Let's talk about that. I recently got the most profound comment that has ever been written on this channel. Let me read it to you. You were jumping just like a monkey. I don't like your music, nor the way you look like and make your music. You may have learned something about playing the guitar, but I haven't found something more except those beginner lessons. Sorry, old man. This is not your world. You should stop dreaming how you became a guitar. Jesus Christ. But maybe you've got your own mirror. Maybe you found there, in that mirror, your own crown. But this is not your world. Your grave and your funeral are waiting for you. But what the hell are you waiting for? So I read that comment, and I thought about it a little bit, and I actually responded to the person that wrote the comment. And I wrote back that I hoped that their grave and their funeral was good for them too. Because the truth is, we're all getting older. And as artists, how do we deal with that? How do you deal with that? How do I deal with that? You see, I wanted to be a full-time musician when I was a teenager into my college years, and I pursued it pretty heavily, played in a band for a number of years, and it never happened. I ended up getting married, having a large family, which I love all my children, and having a career doing something totally different from music. But even though the dream of that full-time career as a musician passed me by, the joy and love of music never did. And I don't know about you, but I have music running through my head 24/7. It never stops, and I love it. I love just to think about and listen to music in my head all the time. So how do you maintain the joy and the excitement of your art through the entirety of your life? How do you do that? First of all, I think it involves understanding who you are as a person. Now, do I understand myself perfectly well? No, I do not. There's a lot of days I go through and think, why did I do that? What am I doing here? What am I all about? I don't know who I am. But what I have come to realize in my life is that there's a higher purpose for me. And for me, that higher purpose is the historic Christian faith. Now, this is not going to be a religious video, but my point for you is, I think you need something higher for you too. If it's just ourselves and that's it, there's nothing higher, I think that path leads to despair. So I think part of it is figuring out who you are as a person, how you fit in, what your meaning and purpose in life is. Number two, I think, involves knowing who you are physically. For most of us, our physical peak is going to be in what, the 18 to 20-year-old range? If you're there, congratulations, you're at the peak. It's all downhill from here. But the good news is that that downhill, again, for most of us, is a fairly gradual downhill. And one thing I've realized in my life is that even as a much older person, I can do almost everything that I did when I was younger, with the exception of picking up single-handedly the 200 pounds. You probably don't believe it given me, but yes, I used to pick up 200-pound speaker cabinets to take them to bars and clubs when I used to play out with the band. Okay, I can't do that anymore, but you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. The cool thing about realizing this is that it takes some of the fear out of moving down that path through the years. Realize that your fingers, if you're a guitar player like me, your fingers are going to move. They're going to keep moving through the years. I've been playing guitar, I don't think I've ever said this, but I've been playing guitar for 47 years. And I feel like I play better now than I ever have in my life. My fingers still move. My brain still communicates to them. I can still play notes on the guitar. It's cool. Third, your artistic vision, yes, the artistic vision that you have can actually continue down through the decades. I started playing ambient guitar in 1978. 1978. I'll let you figure out how many years ago that was. And although my vision has evolved and grown, and to quote Calvin and Hobbes, transmogrified in some ways, it's been an awesome thing to have that vision to look forward to down the path and always work toward it. You can do that too. If you're a young person now, capture your artistic vision and never, ever let it go. Fourthly, you never have to stop learning. You can always continue to progress in your knowledge, in your wisdom, in the deep-rooted skill set of your art. That never, ever, ever has to stop. Even as your physique maybe gets some limitations as you get older, you can always learn something new. Do you know a lot at 20 or 25? That's awesome. Take what you know as a young person and progress it, just like your artistic vision, progress it into the future. I actually learned to use a thumb pick when I was in my 40s. Sorry, I don't have a thumb pick here, but I procrastinated for 30 years until an injury to my elbow gave me the impetus to kind of learn the thumb pick because I really couldn't play guitar. Well, after that whole experience, I realized, hey, this old dog can learn new tricks. And it really gave me a lot of impetus and enthusiasm about learning new stuff. So you never, ever, ever have to stop learning. So you're young, you're learning, keep learning. If you're older and you stopped learning, pick it back up. Learn, learn, learn. And fifthly, this is the hard one. This is the hard one. Because whether you're 20, 25, 15, 40, 45, 60, 70, your days are limited. You are mortal. You have a specific number of days, a specific number of hours, a specific quantity of energy that has been allotted to you from this universe. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? For me, I have three focuses: loving God, loving other people, and creating art. That's what I keep my mind and my heart focused on all the time. What are your focuses? I hope one of them is creating art. Whatever the other ones are, stay focused. Stay sharp. Realize that your time on this earth is limited. Make every minute count and take joy in every minute. Well, that's my artistic sermon for the day. I do other things on this channel. I play music, I demo pedals, I do tutorials about ambient guitar. I hope you'll subscribe and join this awesome community. And as always, I'll see all of you on the next video.